got just one more here. This is going to be real tough. Okay. I don't know of this variety, but it's a cave walrus.
A cave walrus?
There's no way this is not Denny's.
Walrus.
No, they're out
There's
there.
no way this is not Denny's. I'd bet my face out if we're about to get a Denny's.
Tell me about the cave walrus.
Yeah, they reside in ice caves, and they hunt out in the Arctic.
Oh, you can tell he's so running out of animals.
I'll look it up.
I love these offshoot varieties, though. It's the specificity of the cave walrus, which is a lot different than the regular walrus, is what's going to throw you off here. What do you think, Denny's or animal here? By the way, that is a cave walrus pooping.
Totally sounds like Denny's pooping.
Denny's.
That's what they sound like.
That sounds like Denny's, a.k.a. Bruce Springsteen pooping.
Born in the USA.
Born to runs.
Dunkin' is the official coffee of the KVJ Show. America runs on Dunkin'. The KVJ Show is now live on 97.9 WRMF.
It's time to wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ Show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Beast. So don't get her pissed. It's Jason talks like a spaz, and they love to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ Show.
Yeah, what is going on? Welcome to Friday. Here we go. Yeah.
Friday.
That's right. I know someone's got the party going last night.
Oh, I should definitely not party on a Thursday.
What do you mean? What's going on?
I sound like Steve-O.
He's in town. You guys can have a Steve-O off.
Me and Steve-O could seriously, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference. If we both sat in a room and talked on the mic, you wouldn't know the difference right now.
Well, your voice is usually beautiful. It hurts me to hear it like this.
So, what exactly happened? Why is it that you sound this way today, Virginia?
Oh, I went to such a good party last night, and I didn't want the party to end. You ever been at a party and you're like, this is so awesome? I was like rationalizing it in my head. I'm like, yeah, it's Thursday, and yeah, I'm supposed to work on Friday, but I worked Monday, Tuesday,
You're
Wednesday,
right. Yeah, you put in enough
Thursday.
time.
I was like, this party's so great. I don't have to work Friday.
No.
I can stay at this party. I remember thinking that and like texting Panda, I don't know if I'm coming home.
I've had that thought before where, you know what? So what? Kevin and Virginia, they can handle the show tomorrow. It was them before me anyway. They got this.
I was taking video and pictures, and I was looking back at my pictures. I'm like, oh, that's great. I sent Kevin a toilet selfie. Oh.
Kevin Ralston?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay, I got to check my phone.
Don't. Just
Okay,
erase
I'll
it.
just be all right. Anything for Virginia, just delete.
There was a giant mirror. I mean, this house was sick. And there was a giant mirror in front of the toilet. So I was peeing and I took toilet selfies.
Sounds like an amazing party and a good time.
Oh, Kevin, you have no idea. You missed the party.
It was pretty good, huh?
Oh, you would have loved it.
Did you get to talk to Jason Newstead at all?
I did.
You did? What did he have to say?
He was so cool, so down to earth, so about little smiles, so excited.
Oh, that's cool.
He's just so excited for the concert on Saturday.
Yeah.
Him and his wife or girlfriend, they were lovely. Lovely people.
Oh, that's cool.
Everybody
I'm happy to
there
hear
was
that.
cool. There was so many cool people. I wish you would have been there with me.
Yeah, I last
know.
night I went to Adam Carolla.
How was that?
It was very cool. It was for me, because we do the After the Show podcast, and it's kind of a lot of what we do, and so I'm very into that whole world.
Learning about podcasts.
Yeah. So I went in there, and it was a good. Eye-opening type of thing to see exactly what he was doing and things like that and how he did his show. But it was good. The guy's very funny. If you don't know who Adam Carolla is, he did The Man Show with Jimmy Kimmel. He's good friends with Jimmy. He's been a writer on Jimmy's show, and he also did Love Lines back in the day. Now he's got one of the biggest podcasts that are out there. But he had a group of people. He's doing an Adam Carolla cruise. And so there were a lot of people there from the cruise.
Is it sailing coming up, or did they just finish?
They leave today.
Okay.
So people had come in. I think they flew to Miami. It sounds like they bussed pretty much everybody from Miami to Palm Beach, and then they were heading back to Miami and leaving on a cruise today.
I know. I've heard his podcast before. He's very much against the whining culture. The people who whine. And
Yeah.
He's big into that.
He's just very naturally funny. It was kind of interesting, and he's because I've listened to his podcast, and he's a stand-up comedian as well, and has done that, and he's quick. He is so good on his feet, and so his podcast, a lot of it was just kind of like doing stand-up with some other people from his show.
I
And
love it.
yeah, he's very good. Great storyteller and solid stuff.
Did you stay to watch him do it live?
Yeah, I stayed watch a good little chunk of it, just kind of see what he was doing, and even doing his commercials. He just reads them live, and it's kind of like he had a recall even doing a commercial, and people were yelling out. I'm like, gosh, that's just so good. So there was so much great stuff that he did, and got to find out his tech crew and all that stuff.
Very cool.
Yeah, so I really wanted to go to your party last night. I'm like, of course. Like I said, it's just
Never.
I never have anything good going on, like personally in my social life.
You never have anything.
No.
And then the one night, there's two amazing things.
It's just been happening the last 2 months. It's like, oh, hey, I get to go to this great conference in D.C. Oh, no, hurricane. It's just, it's really, my schedule's not been working out. I've been double booked on all the things I really want to do for a while, but glad to hear that. And yeah, it's going to be a great event going on Saturday night.
Yeah, Saturday night. So you let me know if you're available on Saturday night. Both of you. Jbird, you too.
Okay.
We'll get you the VIP set up.
Again, double booked. I got a Buckeye game Saturday night.
Kevin.
It's the blackout, Virginia. It's just, there's just, like I said, I just can't get things worked out.
Can you watch the game at JJ Muggs?
I've tried that before, yeah. I've tried that. Hey, I'm going to watch a Buckeye game out in public. And
Doesn't work,
I have
yeah.
meltdowns.
Let the man have his Buckeye game.
Jbird knows what it's like. He's
I
seen
do.
me.
I've seen it.
He's seen me. I just need to go hide in a cave and
What
watch my
time
game.
is the Buckeye game?
7:30. Yeah. See, Virginia. It's just, I know, right?
Oh, Kev.
That's just life.
You would have had so much fun at this party last night.
Yeah, you showed me the photos of it. It was like right on the ocean, it looked like. And
It was
infinity
right on the
pools
ocean,
and all kinds of stuff.
infinity pool, the coolest people, and it was intimate. Like, there was probably only about 30 people. So literally, everybody at the party was like cool and talking to each other and like mixing and mingling. You had some power players. I was hanging out with the owners of the Brass Ring.
Oh, I love that place.
They were awesome.
Yeah, that place is fantastic.
It sounds like Mama needs a little breakfast.
You aren't lying.
I know.
Okay.
I know my mama.
Mama can use a little egg and cheese.
I know what Mama wants.
You know.
Hey, was Kid Rock there? People were asking.
He was not. So
Okay.
I asked specifically. So he lives down the street, and he was not in town, I guess. But if he would have been in
Okay.
town, he hangs with all these people, and they're all neighbors.
Oh, yeah. They have that kind of like that. I've heard that. There's that street up there where they all kind of hang out. and
It's
stuff.
amazing. It's totally the coolest neighborhood ever.
Yeah, that's cool. Well, good for you. Sounds like a good night.
We're in, Kevin.
Oh, I'm glad that you got us in.
We're in.
Look at Vicious V.
And we're going back.
I'm ready. Let's just
love
hope that
it.
my schedule works out. So, if you want to check out KVJ, we are on KVJ TV right now, not just the radio. So we got lots of good stuff. It's Friday. Say hello. Dial up YouTube on your flat screen TVs or on your mobile devices. We're there.
It's the KVJ dirt of the day. It's the KVJ dirt of the day. Virginia, take it away, cause you know we need that dirt of the day.
Well, I'm sure you're going to be shocked to hear this. Andy Dick is in trouble again.
What?
It seems like this guy is always in trouble.
He's a boob.
He really is a boob. That's a perfect way to describe him. So, coming up in a second, we will tell you about what he's done now. That's coming up in just a second. Before we get into that, it looks like Miley Cyrus has been spending some time with Cody Simpson. I think she's officially broken up with the Caitlyn chick, and now she's moved on to Cody Simpson. They were spotted at a Los Angeles grocery store kissing and holding hands. Afterward, apparently, they went to get some sushi and grab a cocktail.
Is an LA grocery store just sushi? Is that all that they sell? Is it LA all skinny and healthy?
Probably.
Yeah, people don't know know this Cody Simpson, Australian singer, pretty boy. He's kind of like one of those dudes. He's been around for a little while, but I don't know that he's ever really gotten a hit.
I've heard of him.
Yeah.
We've had his name before.
It's like he should have a ton of hits, but I guess he just doesn't have any good songs. So he's got everything else ready to go. He just doesn't have the songs. So he's out of the mold of pop star. He's ready to happen, but yeah, maybe Miley can help him find a hit.
I love it.
Yes.
If you, like me, are a big fan of Post Malone, you'll be excited to hear this. His collaboration with Bud Light is now on sale. If you want to get a Post Malone Bud Light, look at the beer can. It's got Post Malone's face on it.
It does.
That's pretty awesome. It's now on sale in the U.S. It features his face and his autograph, and the special 16-ounce cans are on sale now, so grab them while you can. And finally here, what's going on with Andy Dick? He got himself arrested yet again. I don't know if you saw any of the story this morning about Andy Dick. He got into a fight with an Uber Eats driver.
I mean, okay. Let's hear the details.
There's a TMZ video of him and the delivery guy from Uber Eats getting into a verbal altercation, and then another man comes up from behind, grabs Andy by the shoulders, lifts him up, and then pounds him to the ground. At one point, Andy's head can be seen slamming against the pavement.
Okay.
And in the video, Andy starts wrestling with the guy and screaming, and I quote, "It's my food now, bitch." And they're fighting over this Uber Eats delivery food.
All right.
I mean, I typed in Andy Dick, and there's like 9 different videos that come out. I don't even know if it's the right one.
He's got a lot of things.
Yet another one from August 13th of 2019. It says, comedian Andy Dick knocked out cold outside of New Orleans club.
Yeah. Drugs makes you entertaining.
Yeah, so there you go. Andy Dick yet in trouble again. And that's what's going on in your Dirt of the Day. Brought to you by the J-Town Jam. It happens this Saturday, Abacoa Town Center. Brought to you by Con Air to benefit Little Smiles. Jason Newsted is going to be on stage performing with his Chop House band. You can get your tickets now at eventbrite.com.
This is the KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
What are you thinking about, Jbird?
Well, I don't know if you guys have seen the articles, but Smarties the candy has turned 70 years old, and it's getting a whole new look. And then my question is, who cares? It's one of the worst candies out there.
We used to pretend those were communion when we played church back in the day.
So I just wanted to do
Are they the same thing as the Necco wafers?
Smarties are way better than Necco wafers. Necco wafers are gross. And
They're terrible.
They're bigger.
Yeah.
Smarties are littler.
Smarties are like the little. They're not a good candy. And I want to do a little PSA because we are in October. Y'all, do not give those out for Halloween. Please don't do that.
Can you still get them? I ain't seen them.
Oh yeah, because they're made a whole big deal about them. How Smarties they're back and they're better than ever and they look different. But yes, they do still make them. They're very cheap. They're always in bulk of some sort.
Yeah.
And just don't do it to the kids. The kids deserve better.
I mean, unless you like to grade costumes. You know, if kids come up and they really put something into it, and you're like going, okay, kid, that's a great costume. Here's a Snickers. Kid comes up and they've got a sheet over their head with 3 holes cut in it. Be like, kid, here's your
Smartie.
Necco. Here's a Smartie.
Here's a mint. Yeah. Hey,
Here's a Starlight Mint. You know, it's kind of like it's like winning a gold medal. You know, it's like we got to have a ranking system here. These kids got to try hard.
Well, you know, a 17-year-old kid that's not even wearing a costume. You get a mint. You get a Starlight Mint.
That's right. Try harder next year.
Yeah, couple of candies just don't give out unless you're right. They're not trying. Smarties don't give out. Circus Peanuts. I mean, are they still even making Circus Peanuts? Why? Why would you do that?
Yeah.
And then, of course, do not give out mints or pennies.
Give out Reese's. It's the #1 candy to give out on Halloween.
Gotta be
Peanut
careful,
butter
though.
cups, yeah.
Peanut butter, kids, allergies.
Oh, that's right.
Does the Reese's peanut butter package alone cause contamination for the other candy? I don't know the rules.
Oh, my gosh.
And today, if you were giving those out, do you need to put a warning sign in front of your house that we are giving out a nut candy.
Oh,
and if you have peanut allergies, do you have to just say we can't take the risk of going trick-or-treating?
I can totally see me giving out a peanut butter cup and then hear to knock on the door. Jonah has got allergies and you almost killed him. I want to sue you now.
You're a douche.
Yeah.
Like what?
I usually like giving out, this is how I roll. I give out Mountain Dews and Cokes, and I give out king-size Snickers, and I usually give out Reese's peanut butter, but you've had a lot of peanut butter allergy articles this year.
I think if you post a sign, you should be good. I mean, that's it. Be like, hey, look, there's a disclaimer right there.
But the only thing is, I don't get anybody for trick-or-treating because I live in a townhouse, so every year I've got like 30,000 king-size Snickers and Mountain Dews.
You should come to my neighborhood.
You have a cool neighborhood for trick-or-treating.
They love Halloween and they decorate. It's so cool.
Your neighborhood kind of reminds me of the neighborhood in E.T. when the sun's going down because you have all those people walking around.
People are walking their dogs
Yeah.
and kids are out.
That's Halloween, baby.
I agree.
Winds are blowing.
I love it.
What I got on my mind today, I thought it was like Halloween early last night. I was driving home from the Improv, and I was there at Australian and Palm Beach Lakes, and there was about like 20, 25 people on the corner there, and they're dressed almost like the Handmaid's Tale. I was like, what is going on? Yeah, what is going on here? And so I snapped a terrible photo from a moving car. And
Hey, I think I see Bigfoot.
yeah, right.
It's the blurriest picture ever.
It's terrible. Yeah, it's terrible.
Terrible.
That was all I could get, though. But I still was like, okay, well, this is going to have to do. That's all I got.
That picture looks like the photographer was drunk.
Yeah,
Unfortunately,
no, just I'm not hammered, just moving. Okay, I need to go back. No, we're not going back.
you gotta take your word for it. I can't tell what that is.
Yeah, it's on our Facebook page. I was asking what was going on. Did anybody know what this is? Somebody's like Handmaid's Tale costumes. I don't know. Are they pirates? Somebody commented, they think it's Hebrew Lights, a religious group. I don't know what they do or why they congregate on street corners.
I know that people do wear the Handmaid's Tale costume, and it's supposed to be like a women's right thing. Women's rights, like saying like, you're not gonna make handmaids out of us. Like I've seen that.
Oh, really? So
where
that's
they
a
go
thing
out
now?
in groups dressed like the Handmaid's
I can't
Tale.
keep track of all this stuff, Virginia.
Yeah, for women's rights.
Okay.
But that doesn't look. Isn't the hood supposed to be red?
To me, it kind of looks like a Santa Claus convention.
Yeah, I was like, what is going on? It was just odd because, I mean, it was past 9 p.m. I'm like, what is the congregation for here?
They could be bullfighters.
So church doesn't go late usually. Is that what you're kind of telling me?
I don't know what they were doing. I don't know if the church is on a street corner. I don't know what they were doing. I was just like, oh, what is that? It's very odd. Very bizarre. So, I don't know. What you got on your mind today, Virginia?
I wanted to tell you about a funny moment that happened yesterday, and I know you didn't hear it happen, but Jbird and I heard it. So we're standing in Denny's room, and I guess they're testing the balconies.
Yeah.
We're up on the 5th floor in our building, and we're the only people that have like a balcony because we're on the top level. So there's a balcony in front, there's a balcony in the back, but I guess they were out there testing the railings.
Yes.
And so the building owner was like out there shaking the railings, and I guess he decided that it was time to get new railings.
Yeah.
And so they're getting all new railings on all the balconies.
Yeah, because my office is right there by the one back smokers patio, and I've seen before a couple people like leaning over. I'm like,
don't lean on that balcony railing.
Yeah.
It's kind of a little loose. So yeah, they're going to be repairing all the
Horrifying.
the railings.
good plan.
But it was so funny 'cause we're in Denny's studio and we're like, oh, it's the building owner. Everybody on your best behavior. So we're like all standing up straight and looking busy.
Yeah.
And he comes walking back in and he goes, yeah, I think we have to get new railings. He goes, it's pumpkin season. We got to be careful.
He's got a great sense of humor.
He's a cool dude.
Our building
Does.
owner,
Yeah,
not our
Axel.
building manager, our building
Yeah.
owner.
The building owner, not
Yeah.
the manager, is
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, he is a cool dude. That's
we
Axel.
were chuckling. It's pumpkin season.
Pumpkin season. It's a rain and pumpkins.
I kept laughing all day thinking about that.
Every time I have my dog here illegally, I run into that guy. if I'm doing something wrong, I'll run into the building owner.
He's cool though.
Very cool. Awesome.
Yeah, on the pumpkin thing, just so you know, with the nut allergies, people who put out teal pumpkins on Halloween are the ones who are peanut-free homes.
And if you put out teal pumpkins, it means that you have things for the kids that aren't candy. So you have little toys, you have a little something that they can play with and get a treat, but not necessarily have to like eat something that you give too. Like you give like little, I don't know, little finger cuffs, little like stickers, stamps.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how I feel about that toy thing because I feel like not everyone's gonna get the right kind of toys. You get some real low budget stuff out there. Snickers, you can't go wrong. Although there's peanut, isn't there peanut in Snickers?
There is.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, that's it. That's the issue. All right, here we go. Tickets for Kidz Bop. Apparently not the cheap ticket, so you definitely want to try to win these if you can. What we have got here is Kidz Bop. They are just so good at cleaning up a filthy pop song. It's artfully done. And what we do is we take the word that was dirty in the original song, and how did Kidz Bop make it clean? What did they replace?
I don't know about y'all, but I'm getting comments from people saying Kidz Bop makes them feel weird too. Just the whole thing.
Yeah, it is.
Makes them feel uneasy.
It's a very interesting dynamic. It is. I'm fascinated by Kidz Bop. This is a Rihanna song that they did, Love on the Brain, which...
It's a little dirty.
Yeah, it's
I like that song, but it's not clean.
it's challenging, the songs that Kidz Bop decides to take on. So
Yeah, why do they go after the most like sexy and
maybe they're just
song?
maybe they would argue back that we're running out of options because I will tell you pop music is more filthy than it has ever been. There's more profanity in top 40 music than ever.
Even Denny's during that was it the Jonas Brothers playing that last song?
Yeah.
He goes, man, I can't believe Jonas Brothers says this word so many times during this song. They've really got a different way. They do. I think they say swear words in the Jonas Brothers a lot.
They probably do, yeah.
Yeah.
Just listen to it's like when I was a kid, they'd never have any bad language.
I want to
in
see the
pop
Kidz
music.
Bop cover Crazy Bee.
I was just saying the new Jonas song has the word drunk in it like 6 times. I felt like that was kind of out of
okay.
character for the Jonas Brothers to be promoting alcohol abuse like that.
The Jonas Brothers have matured, and they have really turned their back on the whole purity ring life.
It just shocks me.
Well, now they're talking about getting drunk.
Yeah, that song has the word drunk
I like
in
how
it
Virginia
6
calls
times.
that maturity. The Jonas Brothers have matured. They're full out drunks now.
Yeah, they took off their purity ring and they get drunk.
Now I like them.
Virginia's definition of maturity. Okay. All right. Rihanna, Love on the Brain is the song, and there is a word here. In fact, it was tough because this was the mother of all curse words that Rihanna had used in her original. So it's not easy to clear that one up. I'm talking about the one that starts from DF, you know.
Okay, because there's a couple mother.
All right, let's not go there, Kidz Bop.
I know.
Well, that's the challenge they decided to take on. Like going, we have an F-bomb in a Rihanna song. They're like, Kidz Bop says, no problem. We'll make that squeaky clean. So that is the question. They took out the F-bomb and they replaced it with what?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God, what is going on?
Kidz Bop.
Kidz Bop.
Kidz Bop, stop. Come on.
Kids, stop. Oh my gosh.
It's making me feel weird.
That's enough out of you.
Okay, dial this in. What do you think is the word that we bleeped out here? It's obviously a clean word because it's in Kidz Bop. But what did they bleep out here?
That might be the funniest thing I've heard all week.
Is it hug?
Hugs me so good.
That's still, I don't, it's
That's
It's a good guess.
that's a good guess.
is it? It's so weird.
Loves me so good.
That's weird too.
No, yeah, that doesn't sound
Hugs and
right.
loves. It's good guesses. That's not it.
That's not it, okay.
Just to let you know. I will tell you that you could say the word that they use here is seasonal, and it is this season, and we were talking about it already today.
Fudged.
Fudged?
You fudged me.
Fudged me. No, it's
No,
not.
they did not do
fudged.
Like
that.
they're-
That would have been just as weird.
They fudged me. Like you're fudging me.
Get the fudge
I
outta
love
here.
this fudge.
That
You
is
fudging
not.
me.
Thank goodness they did not do that. No. In fact, I don't even know, like, who around Halloween is giving out fudge.
Oh, man, I'll be eating it. That's for darn sure.
Nobody gives out fudge.
Okay,
Yes.
my bad. I'm jumping over here working.
Yeah, but the word they use, it's something that, you would use this word a lot around Halloween. Yeah.
Smugs?
No, it does sound like there's an S in there.
Yes.
Yes, it sounds like it starts with an S.
Yes, and it's you. We were talking about this earlier already on the show today, and it is a word that you talk about a ton around Halloween, and kids would definitely know it. That is the
With an S.
My brain is working about as good as my voice. I can't.
Salted? Salty?
salty. Okay. Patty's on here from Palm Springs. She's got a guess at this. Patty, what do you think the word is that we've bleeped out of this Kidz Bop song?
Good morning, you guys. I think it's tricks.
Tricks.
Tricks me so good?
Okay. Correct, yes. It tricks me so good. Yes, but it sounds a lot more dirty when it's this. Bleeps will do, huh? This gives it a whole different tone there.
Are we done with Kidz Bop after this?
This is it, baby.
This is all October.
Good.
Patty has won our last pair of tickets. Congratulations. You are going to go check out Kidz Bop, the film on Miami Beach on December 1st, okay?
Awesome. Thank you.
You are so welcome. All right, there you go. Just a lot of fun with Kidz Bop. I tell you, that carline will make y'all crazy, right?
Carline sucks, Kevin.
Man. And, you know, there's some moms coming unglued. Did you hear about this 29-year-old woman that is illegally parked in the crosswalk outside of Liberty Park Elementary School in Green Acres? She was dropping her kid off. And apparently she got all angry because the school district police officer said, hey, you got to move. And she responded, well, where am I supposed to park then? So she told her, well, you got to move to the curb. And she said, you're not a real cop. You're just a school cop.
Oh, boy.
Not a good look.
They don't like that.
The cop then asked her for her driver's license and registration. But she's like, you can't ask for that. You're not a real cop. The driver's side door was ajar. The officer placed her body within the door in the frame. And that's when the woman drove off. And it dragged the school cop 20 feet.
What?
She had to pepper spray the mom and arrest her.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, yeah.
It took a turn.
It took a turn. But I'm like, why do people get so crazy and squirrely in these car lines?
Keep it together.
Yeah. People are losing their minds.
They really are.
I mean, the kids are watching.
Wow. That is insane.
Yeah, it
Dragged
is.
her for 20 feet?
20 feet, yeah.
Seriously, you got to be thinking today, what the hell? How did I let it go this far?
It didn't have to be this way.
It did not have to be
Yeah.
this way. Sit down. Stop getting so sassy.
You just got to get up in the morning. You got to put on a different face. You got to be going, hey, all right.
Get more sleep in. I don't know what
Yeah.
you got to do.
There's some mismanagement somewhere along the path there.
When you're in the wrong, turn down your sassy.
Yeah.
Sometimes people turn it up. They dig their heels in because I think
She did.
they're either embarrassed. Being wrong does suck. I know it happens a lot publicly.
Yeah.
But I think some people, they have to dig in to the point.
They do.
I'm wrong. I'm embarrassed. Well, I'm going to speed off with you.
Don't tell me how to live my life. Well, you're parked illegally, and this is a school zone, and, you know, this is stuff you can't do.
Dragged for 20 feet.
At that point, yeah, I don't know what's going through your mind, but when you think, like, the best thing I could do at this moment is to drag a school cop in my car.
You about to do time.
Oh, you're going.
Yeah.
You're going to the clink.
Yeah, that's going to
As
be a
you
tough
should
one.
go to
As
the
you
clink.
should.
Yeah, so there you go. Just kind of a note to everybody going to be sitting in those, drop-off lines today with the kids. Just take a deep breath.
On the same vein, take a deep breath at the fast food restaurants too. There's so many fights. People are just going out of their minds with this food. I get it, but a lot of times it's not the one person taking your order's fault.
Yeah.
It's just not.
You don't want to drag one of those friendly Christian Chick-fil-A workers behind your car.
No, you do not.
There was one.
They're so sweet.
So sweet.
They're just wanting to give you good customer service.
That's it.
There's this one video. These two girls, they don't get their sandwich right, so they start taking all of the stuff by the soda machines.
Yeah.
The little thing where you get they start throwing straws at them. They start taking out trash. They're throwing trash at the people that are working behind the counter.
I
We're all
mean,
losing
what
our
the
minds.
hell is the matter with
Yeah.
It
you?
looked like a war.
Yeah. And so just, kind of going into it today, just take a deep breath. You don't have to get that crazy. Come on, don't be dragging cops or anything like that, and be polite when you go through the drive-through window. It's my little PSA for you today. And just a couple quick notes here on the mom there in Green Acres dragging the school cop behind him. School cops are just regular cops. So don't try that. They got all the same powers as regular cops. They're actual cops who are just stationed at schools. So,
Of course they are.
yeah, don't be thinking, okay, they're like, Paul Blart.
I'm gonna get froggy.
Yeah, no, they can mace you and arrest you.
Yes, they can ruin your life.
As you found out.
Ask that girl how it feels.
Yeah. And somebody who's been teaching for 16 years said, look, if anything Carline has taught me, everybody's in a hurry. Nobody likes staying between the cones. Patience is a virtue. And please don't try to run me over. It's not like we love being out there either. However, it's our job to ensure that your child gets in that car safely. So let's just all remember that. And that is a good little PSA for today. So obviously we're just a little too revved up here. Got some celebrity birthdays going on here today. Got to say what up and happy birthday. Dakota Johnson, 50 Shades of Grey, is turning 30. Alicia Silverstone from Clueless is 43. Liev Schreiber is 52. He is a
golfer?
No, he's not a golfer. He is an actor. Yes, that has a successful Showtime show.
I'm sure he golfs too, though.
Maybe he does, yeah.
They all do.
Yeah.
And Russell Simmons is 62. So there you go. Also, just so you know, we got so many birthdays today. I got them divided up. We're going to do some other birthdays coming up here right before 9 o'clock this morning, probably. Happy 14th birthday to Liam Joseph from Mom, Dad, and Colin. He's having his birthday on Sunday. Also, Ashley turning 17 from Harley, Hannah, Anthony, Mom, and Dad. You got a first birthday going out to Joyce, Alexander, Mommy, Daddy, Maddie, and Zach. An 8th birthday goes out to Leah Jean from Mommy, Daddy, Owen, Rose, Axel, and Kane. PJ's turning 6. So proud of you. That is from Mommy. And he's out selling popcorn right now, just so you know, for Cub Scouts.
Oh, PJ, I would buy some right now. I'm yearning for some popcorn.
Yeah. Also, Aiden right here on Kvj TV. You can see he's having a birthday. Mom, Dad, Alex, and Aaliyah saying happy birthday. Also, Jace is turning 8. He is also playing for the St. Lucie Stingers. They got a game on Sunday. Look at him pitching that right there.
Look at that kid. He's got a good arm position there. Good lead arm, Virginia. Kid's bringing it.
Yeah, look out for the St. Lucie Stingers. Happy 12th birthday to Maddie and Landon from Mom, Dad, Toby, and Harley. You got Abraham having a birthday from Mommy, Poppy, Isabella. And I'm just going to go ahead and knock out some of the belated. We got Staten Shaw. That is from your mother-in-law, Penny. Also, a birthday goes out to Kathy Sauerbauer. She's single and ready to mingle, fellas.
Ow!
Lisa sent that in. And also, Christina, happy birthday from Shelby Rose. So, thanks for all the birthdays today. Mail at kvjshow.com. You can always get us your birthdays. Got to say what up to Scarlett here in Fort Lauderdale, just to prove to people that, yes, there are $5,000 winners every single day. Hello, Scarlett.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning. How excited were you to win the KVJ 5K triple play yesterday?
Oh, my God. I can't even explain it. I had tears coming down my face.
Aww.
I bet. Yeah.
Adorable.
What are you going to be doing with the $5,000? Do you know yet, Scarlett?
I think we're going to take a cruise. We didn't have a honeymoon, so I think we're going to take advantage of that.
Good idea. And how long you been married now?
3 years now.
Okay. All right. And where's the cruise? Where are you thinking about going?
Probably the Bahamas, just because it's, local. I have 3 boys, 2, 4, and 11.
Uh-huh.
So I kind of don't want to go too far away from them.
That's a great idea. A lot of the Bahamas, it's open for tourism, and they actually need people like us to go over there and spend money, infuse some cash into their local economy.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great idea.
All right, well, enjoy yourself there, Scarlett, and congratulations again for winning that $5,000.
Thank you so much, guys.
You're
Have a
so
great
welcome.
day.
You too, and enjoy your weekend. You got another chance to win here today. The KVJ 5K Triple Play. 97.9 WRMF is the best variety of the 2000s, 10s, and today. All right, it is time once again for the No Name Movie Game. where one person here on the KVJ show is going to walk away with the coveted no-name movie game belt. And a lot of people love that. And somebody who plays along with that winner is going to pick up tickets to Billie Eilish when she comes here to South Florida. So there you go. Dial us up right now, 877-979-WRMF, 877-979-9763 to get the hookup.
We just got a major blow to the campaign over here.
What campaign?
Well, our breakfast campaign.
Oh, okay.
Kevin don't care about breakfast.
Sorry, but we're behind the scenes, Kev. We're reeling.
Oh, that's tough.
The place is not open yet. We put in the order, but we can't get anything till what, 7:30?
Mama needs her food. Look at her. She's barely hanging on.
Listen to me. I sound like a sea pirate.
You do.
I need
A
to.
sick sea pirate.
Yeah, a sea pirate that's drowning underwater.
I swear I feel great. I just sound awful.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
We got to get through this.
Let's hope she can.
Oh, we can. Breakfast isn't coming, Kevin.
I'm supposed to do a television interview at noon.
Ooh.
Oh, you are?
Yes.
What is that for?
Bahamas Relief.
Oh, geez.
We're literally filling one of those giant shipping containers from Tropical.
Yeah.
With all kinds of building supplies. And it's going over like Monday or Tuesday to the West End in the Bahamas. But we're doing a filling party today.
Yeah.
And all the TV is coming out to interview
Well,
us.
I don't think you're going to notice anything.
Kevin, will you come with me so you can talk?
Sure.
I need you.
I'm happy to jump in.
I'll just stand there and nod and
Okay,
smile.
yes.
I'll be the most supportive, silent Virginia you've ever known.
Okay, all right. You just said it. You look
don't,
fine.
Don't believe it. It does not exist. That is a unicorn that does not exist.
I swear I won't say a word.
All right, well, your partner here is Aaron from Jupiter. Hello, Aaron.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. All right, hopefully you're going to be able to understand Virginia when she gives you clues today.
All right, sounds good.
All right. Here we go. 60 seconds on the clock. Virginia gives the clues. She can't use any of the characters' names, any of the actors' names, or any of the words from the title of the movie.
Oh, it's rough, Kevin.
Okay, let's see how you do here. 60 seconds begins now.
Okay, it's the animal. He's the king of the jungle. He's
Lion King.
just the
Lion.
Yes. He is a guy that's in the war. Pass. I don't know that. It's a movie from the beginning in the 50s. All theater students have to watch this movie. It's the guy. He won't stop talking. He's like in Congress or something. It's black and white. Pass. He's got a horse. He's got a friend who's an Indian. It's a movie from the 50s. It was also a television series. Pass. Pass that one. Pass that one. Pass that one. It's a superhero, and he wears red, and I think he's blind or deaf or both. Pass.
Daredevil.
Yes, you got it.
Oh, two. And you're the champ.
Yeah.
Those were hard movies, Denny's.
All right, try to switch them up.
Can you help a girl out?
It was really hard to listen to.
I'm over here struggling. You give me the hardest movies.
You think
All
of
right.
the movie Lion.
What a
Pretty easy.
setup. The fix is in.
All right.
Let's go with Lewis here in West Palm Beach. Hello, Lewis.
Hey, KBJ, how's it going?
Good. All right, you've only got two you got to beat here with these spark plug Denny's. You ready for this?
Absolutely, I need to win this.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Me too. Me too, Lewis.
Spark plug.
Pipe down there.
Yeah. I love that term.
Okay, here we go. 60 seconds on the clock. Danny is going to be excitedly giving you clues. Your time begins now.
This is what you do to the radio when you want to jam out. It's a knob and it rotates. It's pass that one. Jeez. Let's see here. This is animals are this, so they don't pee in your house. It's a term for animals when you train them not to pee in your house. It's also a term. Pass that one. Let's see here. This is pass that one. Jeez. This is it only happens every 4 years and it adds an extra. Oh, jeez, I can't say years. They fall in slime and they turn into giant versions of these. They live underwater. Pass that one. These, if you feed them after midnight, they change into this.
Gremlins.
Yep. This is it's a type of breath freshener. It's one of the flavors. There's like 3 big ones. It has
Spearmint.
the other ones.
Cinnamon.
Pass that one. Let's
Winter
see.
Fresh.
This is somebody who is they love their country.
One? Did you get one?
I got one.
Wow.
It's set up for
If
you.
I win with 2, that is sad.
How about that? Huh?
Denny's put some new movies in here, and I think he did what to the pooch.
No.
What? You did what to the pouch?
All right, Cassie's on here from Fort Lauderdale. Hello, Cassie.
Hey, how are you guys?
Cassie, oh boy, let's put a little life into this studio. Kind of the last couple of rounds have been a little boring. Let's turn this party up. I need this.
Let's go. I'm pumped.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, I like
All
it.
you have to do is beat 2, Bird. I mean, come on.
I know. 3.
No pressure. No pressure.
Cassie, all we need is 3. We got this.
Okay. Walk in the park
All right,
here
let's
should
go.
be no problem whatsoever.
I see what you're doing there, Cass. I see what you're doing.
The table is set.
It definitely is.
All right.
Epic failure or great victory.
Where's that belt at?
It's right here. You want to touch it? You want to rub it?
No, I want to rub nothing of yours.
Rub it. Rub it now.
Here we go. 60 seconds on the clock. Your time begins now.
Another name for aliens. Pass. Pass. I'm going to jump into the blank of the pool. Not the shallow, but the blank.
Deep end.
Yes.
Deep end.
Pass, Dennis, pass. Pass. Yeah, man, play this song. Turn it up. What's my nickname? And then if I was to break out of jail, I'd be what? If I broke out of jail, I'd be a blank.
Pass.
Okay, the terrific 8 minus 1. The terrific 8 minus 1. Pass.
Fantastic.
Oh my gosh, I feel like this has happened before. I don't understand what's going on. Why do I feel like this? Oh man.
Deja vu.
Yes. My blank is forever when they have red. Pass. It's the Jupiter High School's mascot.
Overtime?
Yeah, you got
Overtime.
2 overtime. Yeah, and she lives in Fort Lauderdale. She may not know the mascot for Jupiter. It's the Warrior. Yeah, and Blood Diamond was in there. And he had. And,
He is crushed.
Yeah.
He is putting his head in his hands. He's in
Yeah.
the corner. He can't believe it.
yeah, that.
He does not do well in overtime. I'm just saying.
Okay.
I thought you had a hurt voice. Shouldn't you be talking less? I mean, there's so much Virginia right now.
I know. She got a lot to say.
My goodness.
All right, here we go. Are you ready, Aaron? We're going to be doing the same rules, but just a shorter clock at 10 seconds, okay?
Sounds good.
Okay.
Come on, Denny's. Don't set me up with a crazy hard movie.
All right. I was trying to make sure they weren't too insane.
I see you over there.
Mijo, who do you go home
Don't
to?
you rig this.
Mijo, who do
Ricky
you...
Jr., you better not rig this for your boy.
Okay.
I'm watching you.
There you go. No name movie game. Overtime. 10 seconds on the clock. That time begins now.
They come out in the all black tactical gear. They go to an emergency situation. They're called. He said it. He got it.
Yeah.
Pass. If the.
Okay. All right. You got 1. Jbird, you got to get 1 to stay alive. 2 will win it for you. Got Cassie back on here.
Cassie, how are you?
We got this, Jason.
Okay, I like it. I like the positivity. Let's do this, Cassie.
10 seconds. You get 2. It's all over. You got to get 1 to stay in. Your time begins now.
White dove, opposite of white dove.
Crow. Black crow.
Black what? No, they ballerine. They dance. No.
And it's over, baby.
Black Swan. That's what we were looking
Black
for.
swan.
Cassie, you're adorable,
yes.
but sorry.
That was a very good attempt. He fell short, unfortunately. That means that Virginia holds on to the belt for another week. And Aaron, you got those Billie Eilish tickets, okay?
Woohoo! Good job.
Thanks, guys.
You're quite
You
a partner.
are so welcome. There you go. Good stuff. How many weeks is that now, Virginia? That's quite a streak, you guys. Is that 3?
They call it a streak.
Oh my gosh, you smell like a brewery. Ugh. Get away from me. What you're doing to me is assault, technically.
You love it.
Oh gosh, no.
All right, got a couple things for you to get to us. Feel Good Fridays. Nice little win for the week. Got any positivity you want to share? 877-979-WRMF. You can do that right now here on the KVJ show. And also, has this ever happened to you where your kid embarrassed you in public? Virginia's got a kid that is 4 right now, about that age where they really can do all that kind of stuff that is really embarrassing. They say things a lot of times that they shouldn't because they don't have that PC filter. So they will say things to people that are of different sizes, shapes, all kinds of things.
Yes, they do.
Totally mortifying. So if you ever had a situation like that, you can let us know those as well. 877-979-9763 here at the KVJ Show.
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at kvjshow.com.
I always love these stories, how your kid has embarrassed you in public. I've had it happen to me so many times. It's usually when your kids just blurt out something that you're like, oh my gosh, they have no filter. They just say whatever they want to say whenever they want to say it, and it's unconscionable. And sometimes you wonder, do they know that they're embarrassing you that much? Are they just being little you-know-whats?
I don't think they know.
It depends on the kid. It depends on the kid.
Okay, well, what about Samantha's situation here? Do you think this kid knew what they were doing here? What happened with you, Samantha?
So I have 2. I actually have the first one. We were in public, and my daughter looked at me and she asked me, "Mommy, are you pooping? Because it stinks."
See, she's not trying to be a jerk. She's being innocent.
She's being innocent?
Yeah, being innocent.
Totally.
Great time. The best one, though, was more of a private event. She was actually showering with me because she was smaller at the time. Mm-hmm. And she turned around and she played my stomach like a drum and said, "Whoa, big mama."
And isn't it like, oh my, it's so insulting. You want to just be like, you just want to rip their little heads off, but you just can't.
It's your fault I'm a big mama.
No, there you go. Listen to Maria. This is a tough one here from Lake Worth. Maria, what is it that your kid said that was embarrassing in public?
Actually, I was a manager at Walmart, and I was making sure my cashiers knew, what the plan was, and my kids had came to the store, and my 2-year-old looked up, and she looked at me, and she's like, "Mom, is she talking to you? Because her eye looks that way, and she's looking straight at you."
Oh.
Tori had a lazy eye looking to the left, like really bad.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, like, really? I knew my face turned red as a tomato.
I mean, what do you do with a kid? I mean, it's not like you're going to sit down your kid and say, okay, if you ever run into somebody who has a lazy eye, don't say it. It's one of those things where they probably have to learn, right?
Well, and the terrible thing about that is sometimes if you tell a kid like in advance, be like, hey, just learn to be cool, don't say this, then they'll actually blurt that out, that lesson that you gave them right in front of that person, be like, how do you not know? Like, it's so dangerous when you get a kid and they can talk well, but they don't understand social norms. It's one of the worst things. And if you had like a lazy eye or something like that, you would think you would avoid little talking children around the age of 4 as much as you possibly could.
You should.
Because it probably has happened to you a lot. Got a lot of texts that came in as well. What is it that your kid did to embarrass you in public? Somebody texted and said, yeah, we were watching the Avengers Endgame in the theater. It was my son, my daughter, and there's this one scene, a little bit of a spoiler here, but Thor gets fat in the movie, and he's he's just big old, he's supposed to be all jacked and strong, but he's fat, got a big old gut and stuff like that. Apparently the theater gets dead silent. Right at that time, my son proceeds to say out loud, "Daddy, that looks just like you." Aww. It's tough.
Sometimes kids don't know. I remember my mom didn't like one of these guys my dad was playing tennis with, and I'd always hear her talk trash, and she used to say, "I don't like this guy. He smells like chicken McNuggets. I don't like his attitude." So I go back and tell this guy everything my mom said. I said, "Yeah, my mom thinks you smell like chicken McNuggets." He's like, he was so cool about it. He's like, "Oh, that's interesting. We'll tell your mom thank you."
Wow. Uh-huh. Someone else texted in here, said, my kid called a man fat at a Metro PCS, and the guy then turned around and called me a fat bee.
Oh, the kid?
No, so the kid insulted the guy. The guy turns around and was like going, oh, yeah, well, you're a fat bee. Thanks, kid. Someone else said, my kid has whipped out his peen at Target and Disney World.
Wow, that's strong.
Yeah, that's tough stuff. Someone else texted in, how'd your kid embarrass you in public? Said, yeah, I was changing my toddler's diaper in a crowded, echoey mall bathroom. I took off my son's diaper, and he has a large erection. It happens. So as I'm changing him, he proceeds to shout out, Mommy, look how big it is.
Rocco does that all the time.
What?
He'll like touch it and make it bigger, and then like he's so impressed with himself.
Yeah, I mean, it's the beginning of the end, kid.
Kids will do some creepy stuff too. Somebody texted and said, yeah, my son was 2 when we were walking through the bra section at Target. He had his hand out. He was touching the bra cups. And he's going, I love the boobies. I love the boobies.
That's awesome.
You're like, stop it. Stop it, weirdo. Come on. Someone else texted in, my daughter at the age of 3 introduced me to a complete stranger at the grocery store as, this is my mom. Her name is Christine. She farts a lot.
Oh,
kid.
That is, you gotta get that kid in line. Oh, man.
Oh, some great stories here. How your kid embarrassed you in public. This sounds like maybe a Rocco thing here, Virginia. My daughter embarrassed me. Apparently the alarm went off at the store, and my daughter screams out, that was effing loud.
Well, she's using the word correctly. You have to give her grammar points.
Oh, man. Wow. That is some pretty good stuff there.
I love this kid.
Yeah. There's a lot of good stuff that happens in stores, bathrooms, things like that. People are texting us 877-979-WRMF. Apparently, they were walking through the feminine hygiene lane and at a Walmart, and my son screams out, Mommy, do you need those things for when you bleed out your butt?
Oh, no.
Oh, he's confused. He doesn't know. Unless there's something, other issues going on there.
You could be.
Yeah, I guess you just don't know. Somebody else said years ago, I went to a clothing store, and this lady went into a dressing room with her 2 kids. And
those dressing rooms, by the way, sound carries.
Oh, man.
And your kids get so loud in there, and you're just like, please don't say anything rude.
They probably think they're in a little room.
They think it's private. You know everybody can hear you.
So they're in the dressing room, and the little boy yells out, Mommy, why do you smell like fish?
Oh, no.
Oh, no. This is not good.
She said, my daughter and I left quietly. We felt so embarrassed for her. Oh, that's tough. Oh, man, that's just tough. That's tough. These kids. I'm telling you what, these kids. All right, so there you go. Some really good ones. Thank you very much for all the texts. 877-979-WRMF. Now, we got an idea yesterday. I think Virginia actually threw this out there. We were playing a fun little round of Denny's or Animal here on the show, and we're giving away tickets for the Florida Panthers. They are going to be playing their second game. I think they lost last night in Tampa to the Lightning, and now they wind up bringing the Tampa Bay Lightning back with them. So they're going to be playing at the BB&T Center tomorrow night. We've got tickets for that. And Virginia's idea was maybe we can give away tickets to the best Panther. Who has the best Panther?
Impersonation.
Yes. Best Panther.
Yeah, I think the Panther, the keys, you gotta be, it's almost like it comes out of nowhere. So, hey, how's it? Like that.
Yeah, it's got to be cat-like, too.
Okay, all right. So many people just turned off the radio.
I'm sorry, my voice is shot. I'll shut up.
Yeah, it's got to be cat-like, too.
But it's gotta be quick.
Is that...
Yeah.
Okay.
I definitely have a better bobcat than Kev.
It's a panther.
Or a panther, I mean.
What's the matter with you?
Bobcat.
You just changed the hockey team's name?
They're not the Bobcats. Try again.
Yeah, didn't work out.
I couldn't think of the animal.
Yeah.
It's the hockey team.
I get it. I'm wrong. Nope. No, that is a Bobcat. That's why I got confused. Kevin's doing a Bobcat. I'm over here working hard doing Panther.
Yeah.
It's like
But it's, my Panther's terrible.
Yeah, it's not good.
Let's hear yours, with your scratchy voice. I love her face.
Pick up your throat.
Well, that hurt.
Okay. That hurt to listen to.
Where is my breakfast?
Mama, I hear ya. I am over here. I'm trying to do my Panther impersonation. The ass.
Or his Bobcat.
It's not working.
Your Panther's terrible. Your Bobcat's on point.
Okay, I'm gonna hit the button right now.
I need a biscuit, you Bobcat.
It's not working. They're closed still.
Oh my gosh.
Somebody was asking earlier, on a scale of 1 to 10, how hard did you go last night, Virginia?
7.
What would you sound like if you went at a 10?
Okay, what if we talk to Panda? Is Panda? Can we get Panda on here? I want to get his rating on this because he sees it a lot.
So
Virginia's saying a 7.
He wasn't with me last night.
Yeah.
And I was kind of mad because I wanted him there, and everybody kept asking, "Where's Panda? Where's Panda?" And so I got driven home by our good friend Jerry.
Yeah.
And Jerry said I was fine, and I was like,
So
Jerry.
That's what we call a yes man.
what were you? So what did you ask Jerry exactly?
I said, Jerry, the end of the night's a little fuzzy. Was I a hot mess or was I okay? He goes, no, you were beautiful. You were fine.
Oh.
Nothing. You didn't do anything stupid. I got you out of there. You're good. And I asked Panda. He was like, no, you were a hot mess. You were a disaster, and you were mean.
You were mean.
You were mean.
I'm going to go with Panda's account on this.
I was probably like a panther or a bobcat.
I'd like to talk to people at the party. Go, how is Virginia? That's how you get the real answer here.
I would like to be, it's just kind of people who know Virginia. I'd like to get the ranking of Virginia said she was a 7. So can you imagine if that was a 7, what an 8, 9, or 10 Virginia is?
We've seen it. And
You've seen a 10.
It's something that leaves scars.
Okay, what was she on St. Patty's Day when...
that was a 10.
She was a 10 with sadness. That was when she kept on going to the pool table.
That was when my friend had died, and I was really upset.
Yeah, but did you have to like jump on the pool table and go, who wants to die?
Who wants to die? That was really a tough time for me. I had just like lost a very close friend. It was very hard.
We had to shuttle her out. You know when they used to put the cape on James Brown? When she was doing that, we had to put a cape on her and get her out of... Pirates Well, because we had listeners there.
You know when you're too much for Pirates Well?
I know. I was kicked out of Pirates Well before. That's how you know. On Christmas Eve, me and the snack pack.
Sorry, Larry.
We're nothing but class.
Sorry, Larry.
Larry didn't kick me out. Someone else said, you guys have to leave.
Oh, Larry probably loves it.
Oh, definitely.
Okay, Panda's on here. Virginia, you're saying that you were a 7 out of 10 last night. Hello, Panda.
Hey, Kev. How are you, buddy?
Oh, that's the sound of a man who's broken.
Virginia gave us a recap, and she said that when you talked to her about last night, you said that she was a hot mess and that she was mean.
Oh.
What can you tell us from last night?
Oh.
Well, so I, normally I can go to these things and kind of police her a little bit and make sure, just make sure everything's cool.
Yeah.
Last night I had an engagement that I had to go to for work. So I, did my thing. I picked up rock, came home, and I could tell by watching her Instagram story that things were getting sideways.
Oh, yeah.
Because, I've been married to her for 7 years now, and I know she has tells in her face. I can just look at her face and go, all right, great. This is going to be one of those nights.
7 long years. 7 long years.
Feels like 17.
It's a prison sentence.
That said, I proceeded to get a photograph from her of her on the toilet in this magnificent bathroom.
Yeah,
I was like, all right, that's cool.
Toilet selfies are awesome, by the way.
Yeah, no, it was funny. It was funny. Then she got home, and I'm not sure, who she was talking to, but she was talking loudly to somebody who was clearly there in her mind. And second, proceeded to dump her purse all over the floor.
Yeah, it's tough.
And
It's a look.
And sit down. She couldn't find her phone. So I'm upstairs on the banister looking down, just watching it all happen.
Oh, boy.
And I'm like, I go, honey, okay? And she spins around like the exorcist and looks up at me and says, I can't find my phone. I'm like, oh, boy. So I was like, okay. So I let her kind of rummage and do her thing.
Yeah.
And I said, did you leave it in Jerry's car? And she goes, I don't know, maybe. So I text Jerry. He's like, yep, it's in here. I'll bring it back. So he came all the way back, brought it here.
Oh, boy. Jeez, Jerry.
It's a production.
So at this point, I go to the door to let him in, and I look over at her, and she's looking at me like it's my fault.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's always good. That displacement. Mm-hmm.
Kevin, if I could have been killed by a look, you wouldn't be talking to me right now.
They know the look.
I was so just put off, and like I gave Jerry a hug. He's like, all right, buddy. He's like, have a good night. He patted me. You know how friends pat you on the shoulder?
Yeah.
Like they're never going to see you again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like this might be our last time? Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, buddy. And I'm like, yeah, thanks. It's cool. So I walk back in to give her the phone, and she's passed out, dude. She's laying on the couch with I put the phone on the couch. As I turn to walk away, I just hear she passed out, farted. I put a blanket on her, and I went upstairs. I'm like,
farted? You poor SOB, Panda. I'm so sorry you had to go through that, brother. I'm so sorry.
What a terrible thing to come home to.
You exclamated a point with a fart?
Well, there was these sausage hors d'oeuvres at the party.
Oh, that's just disgusting.
Panda, I'm
nauseous.
I don't know what I don't have the words for you, bud.
So within 15 minutes, my peaceful night of watching hockey with my son, she comes in the door, dumps her purse, yells at me, is talking to nobody, looks at me like it's my fault, craps herself, and falls asleep.
Craps yourself?
I did not crap myself.
Wow, man.
Okay. All right, now Virginia ranks that as a 7.
That's a 7?
Where do you put that on a scale of 1 to 10, Panda? What was that ranking last night?
To me, that was up there. That was like an 8.5 to a 9.
Okay.
The fart brings it to a 9 because it's such a finishing move. My God,
He put him like
I'm sorry.
tough.
that's tough.
That's a tough night. Well,
I
Panda,
love you.
I understand why you sound tired today.
Oh, you sound
down.
You sound broke.
broken.
You sound like my boy. You sound broke, brother.
Yeah, we feel for you. and-
I'm quite shocked that she actually made it this morning. I didn't hear her, or I was wondering. I was like, I wonder if she made it on time. So
It's amazing. Yeah.
I like this comment in the chat room. Victor says, me and my 13-year-old daughter saw Virginia at Pirates Well in the parking lot that day. She was a mess. She still rocks, though. She was a mess.
Panda, have a enjoyable, restful weekend, okay?
thank you, buddy. I appreciate it.
All right, man. Good luck there. Wow. That's tough.
Did you know you farted, or were you just in dreamland?
I had no idea.
But you felt better.
So messed up.
Some sausage. What was it? Sausage what?
Sausage hors d'oeuvres. They were wrapped in phyllo dough, and I probably had about a dozen of them.
To echo Kevin's thoughts, you're turning my stomach.
So
They were delicious.
Breakfast is on the way, but I'm kind of regretting it.
Okay, giving out the last of our Florida Panther tickets here to check out the Lightning game tomorrow night at the BB&T Center. Denise is on here with her Panther impression. Let's hear what you got. Let's hear it, Denise. What you got?
Hi, guys. Wow.
Ooh, lightning.
Wow, that's
sexy.
Gave me chills.
Wow, they just need to put her on the microphone at the BB&T Center and just let that kitty roar.
Yeah.
That was good enough for tickets. 4-pack for you, Denise. So get some friends and go to the BB&T Center tomorrow, okay?
Awesome. I have 2 boys, so they'll be thrilled. You just made our weekend.
Yay.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun with the hockey season kicking off. Going to be fun to check out the Panthers. That's just one of the good things going to be going on this weekend.
It's a good story from Panda.
They always are.
It's sticking with me, Kev.
Yeah, it really is, isn't
It's
it? You're
the
right.
fart that's sticking with me.
That poor couch.
Yeah, I know.
It's just a lot of victims on the way here.
This is 97.9 WRMF Palm Beach.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away, because you know we need that Dirt of the Day.
Coming up in a second, I will tell you what's going on with Joe Giudice, or Giudice, however you say it. He definitely has some movement in his whole case.
Really? We're going to act like you did not just lay down the worst fart ever in here. You're just going to go right into the dirt like nothing? You are out of your mind. And it ain't cool. It ain't cool. You're never allowed to eat sausage and drink again before a show.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
It's really just like straight liquor.
You farted straight liquor. I'm not kidding you. That's actually remarkable. I'm feeling a little woozy, Coach.
I'm intoxicated just by that gas.
But it's a little, she goes into the dirt like she just didn't fog us out. You a lot of nerve, lady.
Hashtag be cool. I didn't know we were going to talk about the fart on the radio.
Yeah, all right, as you were. I just...
So coming up in a second, yes, I'll tell you about Joe from the Real Housewives of New Jersey. Before we get into that, there is a new beer on the market. If you're a fan of Post Malone, his beer can with Bud Light is now on sale in the U.S. It features his face and his autograph and photos of dragons and barbed wire and swords.
I bet he's going to make a lot of money with that thing.
You think so?
I definitely think he's going to make a lot of money, for sure.
Should be great for him.
I'm just trying to hold it together.
You need to hold it in is what you need to do.
That's step one.
In other news, it sounds like your boy got in trouble. What's his name?
Oh, she's rattled, Coach.
I am rattled.
Boy. Okay, let's play. It's a fun little game. Let's turn this into a fun game here.
Is it Ronnie from the Jersey Shore?
It's not Ronnie.
Okay.
Uber Eats fight with the driver.
He's not my boy. It's
Yeah,
Andy.
nobody's boy, Andy Dick.
Andy
yeah.
Dick.
Yeah.
There's a video on TMZ of him getting into an altercation with an Uber Eats driver, and then somebody else takes him and slams him to the ground, body slam style, like a wrestling move. Police are now looking for Andy, and they say he was actually the aggressor. So Andy Dick in trouble
He
again.
always is. That's just his story. That's what he does.
is.
Yeah.
And
Nothing
finally
there.
here, Joe from the Real Housewives of New Jersey was waiting to hear back on his deportation case. He just spent like a few years in jail for tax evasion and lying on loan forms. But as soon as his jail time was up, they were going to deport him. They are appealing his deportation. He doesn't want to go back, but they have him in custody. And he said, okay, while you guys figure it out and deport me or not deport me, can I please just go back to Italy to wait for your decision? And they said yes. And so he is likely now headed to Italy while he waits to hear the final decision on his deportation case. And that's what's going on in your Dirt of the Day. I'm sorry my voice is so terrible. The Dirt is brought to you by the J-Town Jam, happening this Saturday night at Abacoa Town Center, featuring Jason Newsted from Metallica, now with the Chop House Band. It's a benefit for Little Smiles, and you can buy your tickets at eventbrite.com. Thanks to Con Air for bringing us this amazing show.
Oh, boy.
And she got eggs for breakfast.
Oh, no,
I know.
Really?
I'm part of the problem.
My God.
I'm supplying this.
I did not eat them yet. I'm not going to eat them till after the show.
Oh, don't do that. I'm not trying to fart shame you. Just let it fly if you got it.
This actually wasn't planned, but we'd had a topic on our KVJ Show Facebook page. What is your most embarrassing fart moment?
Wow, you were accidentally topical
Accidentally
again. Look
topical,
at
yeah.
you.
It's just kind of like leading into the upcoming topic. So
I'm kind of bringing material over here.
Wouldn't you say everybody has a story?
Yeah, I would think so. I mean, for the most part, I'm trying to think. Mine's kind of more of a short story.
A shard.
Sure,
that,
yes.
That counts, though.
Yours is from the
Yeah.
gym when you were doing squats and you
white workout pants. Yeah.
and you just pushed it too hard.
Yeah, and in my last time I ever set foot in that gym.
Well, I mean, that's the right move.
I think it is the right
you
move.
You can't be that guy.
Yeah, that was tops there. So if you got a story, then you can go ahead and drop that on our Facebook page.
I was at Walmart one time, and I went in the back corner of Walmart because I had to, let loose a little flatulence. And I thought nobody was around, so I farted in the corner, and then I walked away from it. And sure enough, this lady comes from nowhere, like a ninja falling from the sky, walks right through my fart, and then audibly, starts yelling about it. Oh, my God. She was like, oh, my God, what was that? Oh, my God. Sorry.
If you were ever caught kind of like a rat in a corner and you farted and then someone tried to blame me or Kevin, we're all in a group, do you defend us and do you admit the fart or do you let it fall where it falls?
If you guys were there and about to take the blame for it, I would take the blame. But if I'm by myself, like I was in Walmart, I just keep walking.
So you would not pin a fart on me and Kevin?
I wouldn't.
I promise?
I'd be laughing the whole time, but I would take ownership.
Do you believe this, Kevin?
I don't know. I'd have to. Hopefully, it never happens.
I mean, we could go in the hall right now and test it.
I don't know if I believe this.
Okay, we'll get to that coming up here. And in just a second here, Jbird has got a psycho warning. A psycho warning. The question is, should he give it or not?
Is this about one of your girls?
No, it's about a friend, an acquaintance. I wouldn't say a great friend, but somebody I do know that I would feel bad if they didn't have the information.
Okay, so my question here is, this is about somebody that might date somebody.
Yes. Are we going into it now?
We can go ahead and go into it, yeah.
So I get a text message from one of my buddies that said, you're not going to believe who blah, blah, blah is talking to. And I go, who? And he says the name. He goes, yeah, they matched up on Tinder together. Now, this girl, Virginia, is bad news. Cheater. I mean, on multiple people.
How do you know her?
Through friends, just through friends of friends. She's always kind of been she's jumped through circles before.
She's been sniffing around for a while.
She's been around for a while, and she's definitely on Tinder. And they matched up, and I don't know him that well, but do I say something or do I just get out of this thing?
Stay out of it.
But
do not get involved.
I know him well enough,
he's going to
though.
tell her whatever you say.
I want to warn him.
If they start dating.
I know.
And then she's going to hate you, and now you've got some psycho with a vendetta. You don't need this heat.
The whole thing is, I don't know if he necessarily tells her. I think
he always tells her.
It hasn't got to that point yet. They're not dating yet. They're about to. It's almost like stopping somebody going into a burning house of fire.
If they sleep together, he will tell her everything.
I'm trying to prevent them from sleeping together. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The three people that I talked to, they said, I don't know, man. I debated on saying something to them too.
Don't get involved.
The only reason why I would get involved, this person's extremely, extremely nice. They're a very good person, and I feel like they don't know what they're about to go into.
Are they in your inner circle?
They're not in my inner circle, but they're very. They're in a circle enough to know if I see them out, I know something I should help them out with. But like you're saying, am I pushing? Am I going over the line?
Should you ever, if somebody's about ready to date somebody that's terrible, should you warn them if you know, like legitimately, like this is just, you don't want to get involved with this person? I'm doing you a favor.
It's one of those situations where you would want a warning, and she had people would say, well, maybe she's changed. She hasn't changed.
Question.
Yes.
Is she hot?
She is good looking.
You're not going to be able to talk him out of it.
I mean, she's not like a,
Raider.
A 7.
That's not hot.
I've always thought 7's. People always dog 7.
7's okay.
Seven's
when you get into
average.
8, 9, 10, that's her like, okay, she's really good
Oh,
looking.
she's an 8 then. She's an 8. She's a good looking girl.
Show me her Facebook profile.
Okay. We'll say her name too.
Yeah, good looking or not, I mean, if you've got somebody that is just going to be a lot of heartache and a lot of trouble, do you want a warning?
This guy is not in your inner circle.
No, I get that, but okay, for you, Kevin, you know a lot of people that they're not your boys, but you know them and you like them and you think they're good guys.
Kevin would never get involved.
But if he knew the person really, really well, the bad one, I know the bad one. I know I know her pretty well.
Yeah.
To the point where I'd be like, I don't know.
How many people has she done dirty?
She's done everybody I've ever known. She's done dirty. Every situation.
There's never been a good experience around her.
It's always drama.
Yeah.
It's always blown up. It's nothing but drama.
I would guess no, I wouldn't get involved, but I'm just kind of curious how many people would want that warning for somebody to be like going, hey, the person you're about to start dating is bad news. Stay away.
I see this person probably the acquaintance 7 times a year, 7 to 8 times a year. So.
You better stay out of it. I do not think you should get involved.
Okay. Should Jbird get involved and give out this psycho warning?
And I love drama. You should not get involved.
Well, Jason W. in the chat room says, smash and dash. No.
Okay, should Jbird get involved? He's got a psycho warning for an acquaintance. Somebody he sees about 7 times a year. This girl he knows every single time is bad news. Would you want that warning if you were this guy?
Well, the text from my one friend is like, dude, in all caps, you're not going to believe it, blah, blah, blah. He's like, I cannot believe this. This is crazy. He's like, we gotta save her from Trish. Oops.
Okay, let me look her up on Facebook real
I mean, I mean,
how long did that take?
I mean, Trina. Damn it, Bird. I'm just kidding.
Look on his face.
I made up that name.
Did you see the look on his face?
Oh, no.
That was the best. You gotta just freeze frame that.
Okay, I'm gonna
When he
find
drops the name.
single Trish that you're friends with on Facebook.
That was unreal. That's pretty good.
Let's stop repeating her name. let's move along. Damn it.
Somebody said, Jbird, you obviously did not warn Panda about Virginia, so why would you warn this guy?
That's a great point.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, why start now?
I should, if I could only go back in time, Panda.
A lot of people were saying, yeah, this is a bad idea. I would want to be warned, even if I plan to date them anyway. So if anything happened, I wouldn't be blindsided. And maybe you have your guard up saying, okay, I need to look for some things. And maybe it's just a different dynamic. When you're with somebody, that combination is better and different than the other combinations that she's been with. But at least you have your eyes out for some signs of possible problems. Because Trish clearly is going to be a headache.
Stop saying her name. Damn it. Trish, I'm sorry.
Trish, just do us all a favor. Don't date this guy. We're going to make it a lot easier for everybody.
Or do. This is going to be great content.
I would want to know, even if it's just but I think you run the risk of coming off like a gossiper and that you're spreading rumors. But I'm telling you, now I feel weird saying all this stuff now.
How scared are you going to be if you're on stage at cocktails and karaoke and you see her walk in Brother Jimmy's?
Oh, Virginia, I'm always scared on that stage. At any given moment, I will get murdered.
You know they have steak knives there, right?
Yeah, no, I know.
People say I wouldn't say anything, Bird. Every person has their other half somewhere, annoying or not. That may be their other half. And he likely still going to date her regardless of what happens.
I don't know, man.
Maybe she's changed. Maybe she's matured.
She has not changed. That was the first thing I knew people... Wait, I got to stop saying all this because I outed her. I'm talking so much trash.
You sound like me over there.
I'm just saying, I know things that other people may not know, if that makes sense.
Still show that people were saying he was from Kvj Tv the moment you said her name.
The face of regret.
Virginia's eyes go like, what?
Whoa, okay.
That's always the rule. Never say the name.
This will make my Facebook search easier.
Oh, that's crazy. Oh, funny stuff. All right. Anyway.
Thanks for the advice, guys.
Yeah. Thank you very much for all the comments. 877-979-WRMF. 877-979-9763.
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at kvjshow.com.
Well, I got to tell you, it's a very interesting Friday we got going on here today. It all started with an interesting story that Virginia's husband told about last night after she came home from a party. She was looking for her phone, shot him a glance like he had lost it. She couldn't find it. She was a tripping mess. She wound up passing out on the sofa, and as he was walking upstairs, Regina lets out a very loud fart.
It was kind of like an M. Night Shyamalan movie. I did not see the ending. It was a twist ending.
It really was.
I apologize for the fart and my bad behavior.
What about the fart today in the studio? There's company here.
I'm sorry. I'm not feeling so good.
She's not. In fact, I ordered her breakfast, and she told me she can't eat it.
I can't eat it.
Because she's afraid of some things happening.
I
don't trust your system.
I gotta take it easy over here.
Oh, yeah. You said those sausage hors d'oeuvres last night.
Kevin, they were so delicious, but I may have needed to cut myself off. After I ate about a dozen of them, I kept going.
Coming back on you? Yeah, that's tough, huh?
I'm so sorry.
Good. Yeah, I'm glad you're apologizing.
I really am.
Shows you're maturing.
I feel terrible.
Oh, you so want this day over with. You're probably counting the seconds until after the show podcast is done.
I can't believe it's only 8:30.
Oh, there's so much more.
I'm so mad at the clock.
There's so much more time for stuff to do.
So much more time.
You need your second wind. You
Don't say wind.
Yeah, wind is a bad word here.
I fart on you.
Okay, so what is your embarrassing fart story? That is the question that is up on the KVJ Show Facebook page. This would be tough. I remember in middle school, somebody also texted into us and said they were making us do the sit-ups where you got a partner that's holding your ankles.
Oh.
It's rough.
Yeah, I think you know what happened there. Well, the problem with that position is on your way up, you let it go, and at the top, you lock eyes.
Yeah, you're right.
So good. Middle school, too.
Yeah.
Think about how awkward you are in middle school.
There was a girl who farted in the middle of 7th grade, and she never lived it down. Up until her senior year in high school, everyone's like, oh, yeah, remember Angie? She farted.
Oh, Angie.
Damn, I should have said her name either.
Angie, Trish.
Anybody else you want to shame on the radio in the town you grew up in?
It's my issue today.
And this is a tough one, too. I always worry about this. Colleen, she was at the chiropractor's office getting adjusted.
Uh-oh.
And, I was lying face down on that table.
Yes.
And he pushes down to adjust my back and just...
I bet a lot of people fart on the chiropractor and the yoga master.
And the back therapy. I had a woman who was working on my back the whole time, and she had the worst stomach ache, and she had... They were borderline farts. They were inner farts. And she left the massage for 20 minutes and came back because she had to go poop. It was terrible. How can you relax with that? I did. It was a terrible massage.
Emily had said, I was in 4th grade. You ever taken a drink of something and it goes down the wrong pipe, and it's kind of like you just are like, when am I going to stop coughing? Because you don't know. And so she was there, trying to impress. She takes a drink, and she's just off balance, swallows crooked, starts coughing.
Yeah, you gotta be careful.
I get it.
That's just 4th grade.
Oh,
that's the worst.
It's even tougher then, isn't it?
You're not going to live it down.
Just terrible stuff. So
you might as well switch schools.
Yeah, you might as well. Really good stuff. You got a story you want to share with us, you can go to the KVJ Show Facebook page. And you can also text him in 877-979-WRMF. Talking about your most embarrassing fart story. Leslie texted one out. I thought it was pretty good. She said one time I was talking to the vice president of my company, and I sneezed, but I held in the sneeze. But the pressure made me release a very loud fart.
A snort?
Yes. That happens. Sneezing, coughing. You can't help it.
So is there a...
Let me finish this real quick. The vice president, he looked at me and very calmly said, you probably should just let that sneeze go.
I mean, is there a protocol that when that happens, is there a defense you need to go into if the fart is out? Do you just own it? Do you act like it doesn't go on? Do you make fun of it?
You just got it's a human thing. We all do it. I don't know why we're so hypersensitive about it. Be like going, yep.
That's what Whoopi Goldberg does. She's farted 3 separate times on The View live on the air.
The View or the poo?
Yeah, 3 different times, and every time she just go, y'all, I can't keep them in like I used to.
No, there you go.
O-ring's a little loose. I think if you laugh about it and you make fun of it and you act like you're not embarrassed, it is better.
That's the move. It's the only move.
It's the move. It's awful, and you're probably dying on the inside, no pun intended, but you got to own the fart and laugh about it.
That's right.
Ow!
Whoa! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news.
Yeah, what?
So many people are mad.
Ow!
I find this to be kind of an interestingly ironic story out of Garfield, New Jersey. The town's got a big problem right now. Garfield, New Jersey is overrun with cats. Yes.
Do they love lasagna?
Yeah, that's how they're, yes.
Hate Mondays.
Hate Mondays, yeah. Yeah, feral cats are apparently taking over the town. Oddly enough, and they can't find a solution. Well, can't you set traps with lasagna? Come on, Garfield. Well, it's a fun little story out of Kentucky. An intoxicated man was arrested after he was found trying to smoke gravel.
I get it.
You get it?
I get it.
Oh my, wow, you really are rock and roll.
Yes, he was charged with intoxication of a controlled substance.
I mean, gravel, I've only tried to eat it.
Yeah, they don't know what exactly he had smoked before he tried to smoke the gravel, but it was something.
Probably a different kind of rock. Maybe crack.
Probably, yeah, he thought, it's just another rock, yeah.
Ugh.
Well, here's actually where cocaine is good for you. Hard to say, but there are 3 drug smugglers from Colombia that were on a boat carrying 1.2 tons of cocaine.
Tons?
Tons. That's a la hablo.
Oh my gosh.
The boat capsizes, and for 7 hours they survive by hanging on to the floating bales of cocaine.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Square groupers, them babies float. That was their flotation device. Colombia's Coast Guard finally picked them up. They'll be going to prison after that.
Do you think they dipped in the supply to give them some energy?
Gosh, I hope not.
To make them swim real quick?
You could have paddled to the U.S. in 3 hours. There's a guy in Russia that's suing Apple because he says his iPhone turned him gay. That will be an interesting lawsuit.
Huh.
But you never know. Maybe he'll win. There was a guy in North Carolina that just recently sued the guy who stole his wife. Apparently, North Carolina is one of those handful of states with that alienation of affections law that allows these kinds of lawsuits. And this guy just got a $750,000 judgment as a result.
So wait, what did he do?
If you cheat in that state, there is a law called alienation of affection. And say you're married to Denny's and somebody swoops in and sleeps with Denny's and woos him away from you, you can sue that person for alienation of affection and win $750,000.
You're going down, Denny's, and so is your little tart.
Another interesting story out of North Carolina. A mother there was charged with exchanging her 2-year-old child for a 1992 Plymouth Laser with another couple last year.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Just when you think people have gone as low as they could go.
Yeah, it's some bad stuff. All 3 suspects now have been charged with unlawful sale, surrender, or purchase of a minor.
Oh my gosh.
You cannot trade your children for cars.
I hope they take that baby away and just put it somewhere with a good home.
Yeah.
Never look back.
I mean, the only thing, just one day, I mean, the kid looking back being, really? A 92 Plymouth?
Not even a good car?
I mean, really?
How insulting.
Listen to this. Those mukbang binge eating videos are huge. They're becoming even more popular on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. They're on there.
Yeah, you can't talk during them, though. You just have to eat,
No,
right?
you can talk during them. It all depends. The evolution of the mukbang is happening.
Listen to this. Is Bethany Gaskin. She's got 2.2 million subscribers to her Loves Life channel on YouTube. And with the 2.2 million subscribers, she's just binge eating. She's earning more than $1 million in ad money.
Is she like topless or she's just eating?
I think she's just eating. She does seafood boils, huge servings of barbecue ribs, other food. I think what it is, she just like binge eats. She eats a massive amount of food.
She's putting on a show.
I feel like we could do this.
We could. We did a couple of these. They didn't do that good, but we're going to work on them.
But do you have to just eat a ton of food? Is that what it is?
Yeah, so there's many different kinds of them. I've seen them. A lot of the ones that do well are, they're just kind of eating, milling around, talking a little bit, eating again. It's not very well produced. We did ours more kind of like a talk show. We had topics, and then we were eating. I think people just want to see the gluttony. They wanted to see Eat Virginia.
Interesting.
You want to do a mukbang with me?
Yeah, I feel like if I do it in like my bra, it's gonna be better.
Let's come on over to Sasquatch Recordings tonight.
Tonight?
Well, yeah, you're in rough shape.
Let me get back to you on Sunday.
Yeah, I don't want you in my house right now, actually.
You don't.
Bad idea.
I will blow up your bathroom.
I had a friend the other day come over. Within 2 minutes, he's like, "Hey man, sorry, I gotta use your bathroom," and blew up my bathroom within 2 minutes of being there. My downstairs bathroom. I'm like, that's not cool. It's not a good move.
It's a strong move. It's not a good move.
It's not. No.
Well, one thing that may not work in a mukbang video, kale. For many reasons. One, kale's boring, and two, kale is not as popular as it used to be. They say sales are going down, and Google searches for kale are half of what they were when kale was all crazed back in 2014.
It definitely peaked.
I told y'all kale is not good. Y'all act like, oh, kale's just as good. Beckett made me kale chips, trying to sell it like they're as good as Lay's potato chips. Beckett, get out of my house.
Beckett, you can come over to my house.
Not today, though.
Not today.
Beckett, do not go over there today.
Yeah, they say that in its place, spinach sales have gone up 4%, and Brussels sprouts are up 19%.
Brussels sprouts are the new kale.
Denny's,
you see them everywhere.
Denny's made me some Brussels sprouts, and I gotta tell you, they were not that good.
If you make them with bacon, they're good because they taste like bacon. But by itself, I don't know.
And you need that drizzle, that balsamic drizzle thing on it. And like people will kind of like almost flash fry them, so they're almost like crunchy, like chips. They're amazing.
Also, put a little brown sugar in there, butter, brown sugar, bacon, and then a balsamic reduction drizzled on top.
Denny's, I never had brown sugar or drizzle on my...
Damn.
He didn't make it. Wow.
And you say Denny's loves you.
I thought he did.
Yeah. Troubling stuff. And finally, just to let you know, McDonald's has announced that the McRib is going to be returning to 10,000 locations across the U.S. on Monday.
I love the McRib.
It's all back.
You do not eat it.
I can't.
Not here.
Probably got till the end of November if you want to get on your McRib kick.
Someone stole my McRib shirt.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I had two of them, both
I'm
gone.
sure you didn't misplace it. I'm sure someone stole it.
I misplaced both of them.
Have you seen your costume closet?
That's our costume closet, by the way. Because people are yelling at me about it. I'm like, no, that's the KVJ closet, not the Jason closet.
Do you rank Ariana Grande in the best 5 voices in music today?
Yes.
No.
Okay. Who belongs in that top 5 list? Adele's got to be up there.
Question.
Lady Gaga.
Do they have to have a current hit on the radio, or can they still be rocking it at concerts and they're still in the game, but they're not getting radio support?
Yeah, they can still be in the game.
Christina Aguilera.
Okay, you think she has, greater voice, Christina or Ariana?
Christina.
Think so?
Yep.
I don't know. I think I go Ariana.
Okay, what about Adele versus Christina?
Adele.
I think they have different voices. Adele, I think I go with Christina still, man. I know she can
Christina
oversing.
over Adele?
Yeah, I do, but now we're getting Adele's
forget,
really good.
Don't forget about Pink.
Adele versus Pink, who wins?
I like Pink better.
Me too.
But I don't think Pink has
Who's got a better voice?
I like Pink's voice better, but who's got a stronger voice? I think Christina's got bigger notes, but I'd rather listen to Pink.
Okay. What about Adele versus Celine Dion?
Oh, damn it, Kevin.
Celine Dion.
You are asking the tough questions. That's why you make the medium bucks.
You said Adele versus Celine?
Yes.
I go Celine.
I do too.
So would Celine be on the top of the mountain? Would she be the number 1?
I think she is.
You could make
Adele too?
Everybody you just brought up, you could absolutely make an argument
Pink
for.
3, Christina 4.
Aretha Franklin, but she's not alive, right?
Right.
But still have same voices.
Yeah.
But they have to be alive.
We're going for the living game.
Sorry.
Oh, this guy. Where'd you find him?
Oh, I don't know. It's Friday, man. It's the fall time. I don't know what to tell you. It's Halloween.
Okay, this kind of leads me into my question here. If you could have any one person's voice, who would it be?
Oh, Billy Joel. Billy Joel in his prime.
Yeah?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Now, does this have to be a living question? Or
No.
could it be any voice ever?
I think it should be ever.
Because I go Freddie Mercury.
I think so. I think Freddie Mercury has the best voice of all time, but it's not my favorite. It's my second favorite. It goes Billy then Freddie. But Freddie's got a better voice than Billy.
I'm going Steve-O.
Steve-O?
I love his voice.
Well, you have it.
Well, you guys have the same voice.
Kindred.
Okay. I'm just kind of curious. Who would you say? What would be the voice you would want to have? 877-979-WRMF.
This is the KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF. Do you want to watch the KVJ Show live or on demand? Find us on youtube.com/KVJ Show.
If you could have any singer-singing voice, who would you want? Now, we've opened this up, so it's even people that have passed. Because I think, unless somebody knocks me off this rock, I'm going Freddie Mercury from Queen, lead singer. Strong, powerful, versatility. That'd be the singing voice I'd want.
Mine would be Billy Joel, but I also love me some Stevie Wonder. Stevie Wonder's got an amazing voice. Stevie Wonder in his prime.
Really? Okay.
Oh, my gosh, yeah.
Interesting.
I think I'm going Miley Cyrus.
People are kind of on you about not going with your girl, Mariah.
Mariah has not aged well.
She, if you put her in the, I don't think she'd make top 5 now. Currently, no way.
She went through a period where it was bad. I think she's coming out of that because of serious vocal training and working back on everything. I think that she's done the work, but she can't hit the notes that she hit before.
Yeah.
She just can't.
You got to be so careful. I mean, Celine Dion, when she does that, she's her place at Caesar's Palace, the temperature, the control, the humidity, everything is set for her voice.
And she goes on vocal rest.
Yeah.
Celine won't talk to anybody for like a month.
I mean, imagine singing like Whitney Houston in her prime.
Ugh.
She was effortless.
Amazing.
Okay. Prime Whitney versus Prime Mariah.
Whitney.
Whose voice do you take?
I take Whitney.
I think Whitney too.
Yeah.
I do. I love Whitney's voice.
There was nothing that could. Would she be number one of all time?
Because Mariah gets kind of like Christina Aguilera. They want to show off. Whitney was so controlled.
She was. Vision of Love might be my favorite Mariah Carey song.
That's a jam.
That is my jam.
And she has another one. I can't think of it now. Never mind.
Good job.
I'll talk to you later. Even though I try, I can't let go. Oh, that's such a jam. Can't let go. Look it up, kids.
Somebody said no love for Beyonce. Do you put her in that talk?
No.
Why is that?
I think Beyonce is good. I think she's a great visionary. She's awesome to watch and perform. But as far as vocally, I mean, there's a lot better.
Okay. Somebody said Kelly Clarkson. She make the discussion.
She's good.
She's incredible.
She's incredible. Yeah, I mean, she's great actually.
Is she better than Pink? Kelly Clarkson or Pink?
Pink all day long.
I take Pink
Pink
too.
for me, yes.
Pink is really, really good. Not only is Pink good at singing, she's good at writing. She performs. She's doing.
She
flips.
has everything you want.
Yeah.
That you could do on a stage. Pink can do. I think better than really anybody. Lady Gaga's impressive. I haven't really seen what she does. Stunts, all that kind of stuff. Lady Gaga's got a very strong, powerful voice. Who would you say Lady Gaga versus Pink?
Ugh.
Better voice.
Gaga.
Gaga better than Pink on voice?
Barely, but yes.
So it's weird. I like Gaga's voice better, but I like Pink's music better. It's a weird thing.
Okay.
I really do like Gaga's voice.
Yeah. Does Amy Winehouse get anywhere in the discussion? If you're talking about greatest of all time and Mount Rushmore female voices.
And does every female on this planet love the song Valerie?
Oh my gosh, that is my jam.
It is such a good song.
I swear to God, every time that song plays,
it's an amazing song.
The majority of the girls are like, they're dancing, they're in their own world.
That's not Amy Winehouse's song. It's a cover.
It is, yeah.
It is.
It is.
It is.
It is.
It is, yes.
Yeah. Didn't feel like the inflection was right on that.
It wasn't. It was not.
I have trouble talking.
Put me on the radio.
Felt a little off, yeah. Jewel, does she get in the discussion?
The pancakes too. No.
I love her, but
she's not the best, Kev. She's not in the top 5. I do like her. I think she's great.
And there's a name that, oddly enough, we just are not mentioning in this whole discussion, and that's Taylor Swift. Does anyone ever consider her to have a good voice, or is she just an amazing songwriter?
She has a good voice, a solid voice. She's not the greatest voice in the game, but you don't have to be the greatest. She writes pop songs, and she does them really well.
Okay, so she...
Good voice.
I don't know if I've heard a Taylor Swift song where she really stretches the voice out.
I think she sounds good, but for me, there's like 80,000 other better performers.
You could argue she knows her range and she knows what her capabilities are, and she exploits it and nails it.
She's masterful.
Yes. And you look at the bank account. Okay, so she doesn't make the discussion for the best singers. Great songwriter, Taylor Swift, and she's loaded, so that's all good for her, but she is not in this discussion.
But she has a good voice, though, Kev. She does have a good voice.
It's a good voice. Yeah, of course. She got to be. What about Sia? Does she get anywhere?
Okay, now let's talk about Sia.
You love Sia.
Well, because she's legit. That's underrated voice. I know she had a good pocket of 3 or 4 years where people were drinking the Sia Kool-Aid. She has a phenomenal voice, and she's a little bit older too when she got in the game.
Yeah, and you
as
do
far as
like
being discovered.
right, and you do like a chandelier. I mean, singing that song. How many people could legitimately sing that song? I mean, I wonder. Could Adele sing Chandelier?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
She could.
Everybody on that list
that we've talked about could sing Chandelier.
I seen a version of Sarah Bareilles do Chandelier, and it's awesome. Another one that's underrated that doesn't get any shine. Sarah Bareilles, very good.
She's doing the theater thing, right? Didn't she do Waitress for a while? I believe
she did. She did the Waitress
on Broadway.
She's not in it still, but she did it for a little bit.
Yeah,
I think she wrote all the music with Jason Mraz.
I have such a crush on her. I've seen her in interviews. She's just such a musician, and she's got such a great attitude. Oh, so talented.
Carrie Underwood, she get in the discussion?
Not if you ask Virginia. Virginia don't like blonde girls, I've noticed.
Whatever.
Taylor Swift, Carrie Underwoods.
Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Am I anti-blonde?
You're blonde. You're a blondist.
You do that thing, yeah.
I do prefer a brunette.
Oh, you've always hated blondes.
I do not. Oh.
Hated them. Everyone you meet. Every single one.
Crazy.
Jennifer Hudson, she get in the discussion?
She's great.
She is great.
Mm-hmm.
I just didn't even think of her.
And Alicia Keys.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It would be really tough to come up with the exact top 5 or 10.
We can't get no love for DP? Dolly Parton? Hey, man, good call, Jbird.
Don't say DP.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Stop it.
What exactly are you?
Get your mind out of the gutter.
You said it.
Dolly Parton.
Well, you usually abbreviate things you can't say. DP is one of those things you would abbreviate. Because you can say Dolly Parton. You can't say the other DP. You know what I'm saying.
Oh, Stevie Nicks?
No.
Take my lap.
No.
But I take it down.
No, Stevie Nicks does not make it in the best voice. It's a unique voice and a voice I love. But
yes.
She's not one of the best singers. Yeah, that's my...
He wants to argue with you, but you're right.
I'm completely right.
There's no gauge on if you're right or not. It ain't that kind of discussion.
He's
Mama.
right.
No, you don't know nothing.
Totally right.
You don't know
again.
nothing.
Yeah.
Go rest your voice.
I need to.
Yeah, she does.
Want to find the KVJ Show on social media? Just search KVJ Show on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Simple, huh?
Well, we're talking about the greatest voices of all time. Who is the absolute best? Jbird was talking about Sarah Bareilles. She's done some Broadway stuff, and if you love that, you want to go check out the Kravis on Broadway. I was driving by there last night looking at, they're refurbishing the Kravis. It is amazing what they're doing. Now, they're not all the way done yet, but you can see all the things that they've done to kind of get the Kravis going. And that whole area, I'm just in with such anticipation because at City Place last night, I went to the Improv to go check out Adam Carolla's podcast taping.
Did you meet him?
No, I didn't. So I just, I was like, he didn't get there till a little bit later. He was coming up from Miami. They flew into Miami. He flew from LA to Miami and was coming up. And so we were trying to get him on yesterday, and we were trying to work with his schedule. And then he did a whole funny little skit about his production guy lost his backpack, like Denny's. You know how he has that backpack?
Oh my gosh, he's like Dora with that thing. So, Denny's always has his backpack.
And that's the heart. I mean, Denny's usually holds in the heart of whatever we have to do in that thing.
He has a Denny's with his backpack, and so it's 5 a.m., and they're, trying to get out of LAX to get to Miami on a flight, and all of a sudden his Denny's is like, where's my backpack?
Oh my gosh.
And he can't find it. He actually had surveillance footage because he had backed up. They loaded up the equipment, got it out of the car, put it into the van they were taking to get to the airport. And his guy freaks out. And he's like, I think I left my backpack in Glendale, which is 45 minutes away from where they were at LAX.
Oh, my gosh.
And so he drives off, and he said, look at the surveillance footage. He drives off with the trunk of the car up, and the backpack was on the trunk.
Oh!
And it falls off, and then he gets a call later from a Good Samaritan saying, yeah, I have the remnants of whatever your backpack was. But he's like, who drives off and doesn't notice that the trunk of their car is still up? Jbird.
We know a guy.
We have a guy for that.
The reason why I have a new phone is because I put my phone on the top of my dad's station wagon, drove away, I see it fall, and then I ride over it.
So that was it. So his version of Denny's, poor guy had to like get a whole new flight because he drove like all the way back to Glendale. Then he gets the call. Then he meets this guy on the side of the highway to get the remnants of his bag.
There are days and there are days.
Just days. So they had to do
At least
getting
he
over
got
here.
it back.
Yeah.
I mean, thank God, because when you lose something that important and you never get it back, it haunts you.
You're
Sure,
right.
yeah.
There are phones and wallets that I have lost in the last 20 years that had money in it, or I just got in the phone. I have no idea what happened to them.
You know how much I live and die by my planner. I left my planner back in 2012 on a JetBlue flight, and it just poof disappeared. And to this day, I still think about it because I had so much stuff in that planner.
When I was 9 years old, I left a Darth Vader case full of Star Wars figures at Lake Park Elementary at the playground section on a Sunday evening because they had monkey bars there. We'd always go there. Yep, gone. I think about it all the time because it was loaded to the brim. No one cares.
It's not the same.
No one cares. You and Kevin.
You're talking about toys.
You both nodded off during that story.
I did.
I did.
You definitely
was out.
Kevin was like, oh, Bird, shut up.
I looked through you.
I'm mad at myself, too.
Well, the whole point of this is that the Kravis Center is looking amazing.
It is.
And we got Kravis on Broadway tickets for you. The Price is Right Live is just part of the stuff they're going to be bringing, like the Fiddler on the Roof and other things coming this season, is they're just putting the finishing touches on getting the Kravis just right.
And I think the great thing about Price is Right Live and The Bachelor Live that they're also going to be doing, it's interactive. So you get to possibly be a part of it. That is cool.
So we got the tickets for you right now. If you want the hookup, you can just call us up, 877-979-WRMF.
What are the chat room comments saying about your stupidity? Tell us.
It makes me laugh. It doesn't hurt me anymore. It just makes me laugh.
He'll cry later.
You can't get mad at the truth.
You cry alone in the dark, Kevin.
Yes, a little bit later on. Okay, my question here, because, people are getting great items, and a lot of times now it's so easy. There's that commercial with the woman who's talking about, I was never a good salesperson. She's like, but it's so easy. All I do is I snap a photo. She has a blender, and it goes, boom, right up online. And people are finding great value now because it's so easy to buy used things. A blender, that makes perfect sense. I got one of those margarita makers right when I thought I really wanted margaritas, and I found out how many calories I had, and I never want another margarita again. But I had the margarita maker, and I've not used it one time. I'm like, whoa.
It looks expensive, too.
Yeah, no, you're right. I was talking to somebody who's like, going, yeah, I got one of those Pelotons, and then I didn't realize it was going to be that hard. And it's the worst feeling ever. And I used it one time. I had an awful time on it, and now it just sits there.
And those things are thousands of dollars.
Yes, and I think it's like where it's a subscription fee where it keeps going. He's like, yeah, I know I need to do something about that, but I don't know. I just don't want to deal with it.
I get that mind frame.
Yeah.
You are that mind frame.
So people do that. It's so easy to sell things, and that's the smart thing. Just walk around your house and be like, I don't use that. Bing, sell it. I don't use that. Bing, sell it. Why not? But there are some things that you just should not buy used. If you had to say what is on that list saying, if you had your own app where, yeah, you could sell whatever you want, except, what would be on the except list? Okay, what do you not buy used? It's so convenient to sell things around your house. In fact, a great idea if you need a little bit extra pocket money for the weekend and you tried but you did not win the KVJ 5K triple play. What do? You can just sell stuff on an app. Pretty simple, pretty easy. But what would be on the except list? You can sell anything you want except what can you not sell?
If you had a chance to get the perfect set of dentures and they were used, do you get them?
No.
At a major discount. They're expensive.
I feel like the answer should be no.
Maybe.
Okay, because they are expensive and they're the perfect fit for you. They're right there. You don't have to get fitted. You just put them right in.
I could sanitize them, right?
Yeah, you could bleach them.
I don't think it'd work, but let's say same thing if with dentures, or have you ever seen like you could get a retainer or something like that would straighten your teeth?
I do it.
Somebody else has used it.
Totally, I do it. Think about all the forks and spoons you eat from or you use at a restaurant.
I know.
And
I
then
think about that sometimes.
And then think about the people who do not clean it properly. You are eating so much fungus from people.
They don't care.
There's no way those forks are clean.
The person cleaning your fork does not care
Yeah.
about you or your health.
That's why I'm starting to think about bringing my own forks now.
Somebody else said condoms. Yeah, it should go without saying. You couldn't trust that.
Well, not only that, on a cleansly level.
What?
Cleansly.
What?
I'm the one that went out last night.
Cleanly level.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a word.
Well, they're clean. Don't make sure they're not clean.
What?
Never mind.
Well, you guys are a great help today.
I'm not this dumb, I swear. I had a drink, I'm not going to lie, because there was a thing in the back. There was a big party in the back.
Yeah, there was, yeah.
There was. I just don't want people to think all of a sudden I tripped and hit my head or something.
I feel like you'd be better at double dutch than talking.
Prove it.
And I know you would suck at double dutch.
We happen to have a couple jump ropes in there.
Oh, I want it. I need double dutch. I need the fight.
I had a jump rope for Bird. He's ready to go.
I am ready to go.
Yeah. A couple other things on the accept list. You cannot buy used Diva cup or diaphragm.
A good one.
What's a diva cup?
That's that period cup you just learned about.
Kevin, were you here in town for that?
I think so, yeah.
Jbird just learned about it.
Yeah.
And Virginia had some very choice comments about it during commercial break.
I'm kind of grossed out by it. No offense if you use it, but ugh.
Is there a reason why?
It's better for the environment, I guess.
But is it better for humans?
It's just there are some things that just maybe you shouldn't do, even if they are good for the environment.
I agree with you.
Green should have limitations.
It should.
I get it, girl. You trying to be green. I get it.
I know, but we got to have some law, right?
Thank you.
I even thought about this. Somebody said, do not buy a used vacuum because it could come with bed bugs already in them. Never even thought about that.
Good call.
Wow.
That's a great call.
Mm-hmm.
And are bed bugs, are they invisible?
You don't see them. If you put your luggage down in a hotel room by the bed and that has bed bugs, you don't see them get in your luggage.
When you're sleeping, do you just feel them bite you?
Yep. They wait till you're sleeping in the middle of the night, and then they bite you in your sleep.
Terrible.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, that would not be fun. And also, people say for the same reason, like, don't ever buy a used mattress.
Oh, never.
So bed bugs poo, and that's how you can tell if a bed has bed bugs. You lift up the mattress and you look for like the snail trail of poo.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't like this.
Gnarly.
I'm just trying to help you.
Toothbrush. Don't buy a used toothbrush.
Now, would you get grossed out if your lover, who you love, uses your toothbrush?
Yes, and my lover has, yes. It grossed me out, yeah. I didn't like it.
I'm not pumped. I don't know if I'm grossed out. I'm not pumped.
I'm an only child. I don't like sharing.
Okay. Oh, yeah. There's so many shared toothbrushes in the Pennington house.
No, toiletries, things like that. No, that's mine. I'm an only child. I'm like that. Somebody said shower chair. Don't buy a used shower chair. And a lot of people will, because a shower chair, you sit on it naked and bathe, and it's for people like if you break your leg, you're not able to really like stand in the shower, so you get a shower chair. But think about it, you only need it for 6 weeks. And so when realistically are you going to need a shower chair again? A lot of times people don't.
When you're hungover, there's nothing better than a shower chair.
And without being too weird, it might be convenient for some things.
If you've got a partner in the shower.
Or if you don't have a partner in the shower. Just if you want to take a load off.
If your partner is your hand.
I'm just saying, if you want to rest and just kind of be.
Take a load off. You should be kicked off the radio.
Why? What did What did I do, Kevin?
I love it.
I'm sorry, Kevin. I'm sorry I ruined your show.
You're fine. Don't listen to her.
Okay, she's a real life witch.
Yeah.
She's playing
She's trying to get in your head.
Mind games with me.
She's trying to get in your head.
I'm trying to be FCC friendly.
Yeah, you're fine. I do feel like we need to get to the podcast pretty quickly, though. That would probably just be a good idea right about now. Talking about where you can't buy used, somebody texted in and said, yeah, I saw this listing for a funny-looking chair, and I thought to myself, oh, okay, that actually might be good for sex. I looked it up, and sure enough, it's somebody was selling their used sex chair.
Wow.
Did they buy it?
No, they did not. They skipped that one, yeah. So shower chairs, sex chairs, yeah, some of those things you don't probably want to buy used. Somebody else said breast pump. Just felt weird about that. Felt weird to me.
I get it.
Yeah, felt
No,
weird.
breast pump, because I rented one.
Oh.
But you
That
buy
weirds me out, though.
the machine you rent,
Yeah.
and you buy your own
Cups.
fresh cuppage and hoses.
You sound beautiful.
You got a lot of balls.
Oh, Kevin.
He actually does.
Kevin texted me during that song that I'm in my prime. He didn't text me that.
Oh.
A couple quick shout-outs. Got to say what up to Nicholas, turning 7 today. It's from Mommy Mike, Jonathan, and Moose. And happy birthday to Matthew, turning 12, from Mom, Jeremy, and Nathaniel. Also got a Feel Good Friday, a little shout-out for Sade, turning 11. She got cast for 2 commercials this week.
Sade, huh?
Yeah, she filmed one yesterday, and we'll shoot one next week. So there you go. Photo of her if you're watching KVJ TV.
Beautiful.
Congratulations.
Mm-hmm. Cool stuff. Also, a quick little shout-out here. My girlfriend, Amy Lynn, loves you guys. Tell her that Dean sends out his best.
Dean!
And a quick little shout-out to Jan Walker from Port St. Lucie. Listens every day. So
Jan
thank you very much
Walker!
for that. There you go. We got more KVJ. It's called the After the Show podcast. You can watch it live on YouTube in just about 15 minutes. You can also get it on demand anytime you want to, or it's on the back end of our regular show podcast every single weekday. So check that out. Before we get to it, Jbird is going to wrap us up here today with a thought.
Life was meant to be lived, and curiosity meant to be kept alive. One must never, for whatever reason, turn their back on life. Hear, hear!
Hear, hear!
Carpe diem!
The proclamations are big.
I'm just saying a bunch of stuff.
Whatever. Oh, get out of here, drunkie.
It's Friday!
Did you miss an episode of the KVJ Show? No worries. Find our podcast on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, or kvjshow.com.